Children, two things will disappear from your life in March 2025, and you will be surprised to know what they are. You might have heard about people who will disappear from your life in the coming days, but I am telling you now about two of the most precious things that will vanish from your existence. Not because I wish to punish you, but because it is necessary for your growth, your awakening, and for the fulfillment of the divine plan that has been set in motion since the beginning of time. These two things, though they may seem irreplaceable, are being removed to make space for something greater, something more aligned with your true purpose and destiny. Trust in me, for I see the end from the beginning, and I know what is best for you, even when it feels like loss, even when it feels like the ground beneath you is shifting. The first thing that will disappear from your life is something you have clung to for far too long. A false sense of security, a comfort that has kept you stagnant, that has lulled you into a state of complacency. You have built your life around this thing, whether it is a relationship, a possession, or even a belief system that no longer serves your highest good. It has become a crutch, a safety net that has prevented you from stepping into the fullness of who you are meant to be. In March 2025, this will be taken away, not to harm you, but to free you. You will feel the weight of its absence, and in that moment, you will question me. You will wonder why I have allowed this to happen. But know this, I am not taking it away to leave you empty-handed. I am taking it away to give you something far greater. A deeper trust in me, a stronger faith, and a clearer vision of your purpose. The second thing that will disappear is something you have been carrying within you. A burden, a fear, a wound that has shaped your identity for far too long. This thing has been a shadow, following you wherever you go, whispering lies into your heart, telling you that you are not enough, that you are unworthy, that you will never rise above your past mistakes. In March 2025, this shadow will be lifted. It will vanish, not because you have earned its removal, but because my grace is sufficient for you and my power is made perfect in your weakness. You will feel its absence, and at first, you may not even recognize what has changed. But slowly you will begin to notice the lightness in your spirit, the freedom in your heart, and the courage in your steps that you have never known before. These two things, the external comfort and the internal burden, are intertwined. One has fed the other, creating a cycle that has kept you bound. But I am breaking that cycle. I am setting you free. Though the process may feel painful, though it may feel like you are losing a part of yourself, know that you are not losing anything of true value. You are shedding what no longer serves you, making room for what I am about to do in your life. In the days leading up to March 2025, you will feel a stirring in your spirit. You will sense that something is shifting, that change is on the horizon. Do not resist it. Do not cling to what is familiar simply because it is comfortable. Embrace the unknown, for it is in the unknown that I work my greatest miracles. Trust that I am with you, that I am guiding you, and that I am preparing you for what is to come. When the time comes and these two things disappear, you will be surprised. You may even feel a sense of loss, of grief, but do not let that grief consume you. Instead, let it remind you that you are human, that you are capable of feeling deeply, and that you are alive. Let it go and release it into my hands, for I am the God who turns mourning into dancing, who turns ashes into beauty, who turns endings into new beginnings. In the days and months that follow, you will begin to see the purpose behind what I have done. You will see how the removal of these two things has opened doors that were once closed, has brought people into your life who were meant to walk alongside you, and has given you opportunities that you could not have imagined. You will see how the absence of that false comfort has forced you to rely on me in ways you never have before, and how the lifting of that burden has allowed you to step into the fullness of your identity as my child. You will also begin to see how the season of loss has prepared you for what is coming next. I am about to do a new thing in your life, something that will require faith, courage, and a willingness to step into the unknown. You will need to be free from the things that have held you back, free from the fears that have whispered lies into your heart, and free from the comforts that have kept you from fully trusting in me. And so I am removing them now, not to harm you, but to prepare you. As you walk through this season, remember that you are not alone. I am with you every step of the way. I am the God who sees you, who knows you, and who loves you more than you can comprehend. I am the God who has numbered the hairs on your head, who has counted the stars in the sky, and who has called you by name. I am the God who has a plan for your life, a plan to prosper you and not to harm you, a plan to give you hope in a future. So as you face the days ahead, do not be afraid. Do not let fear dictate your actions or thoughts. Instead, let faith guide you. Let trust be your anchor, and let my love be your strength. For I am the God who is faithful, who keeps his promises, and who will never leave you nor forsake you. In the moments when you feel weak, when you feel like you cannot go on, remember that my grace is sufficient for you. My power is made perfect in your weakness. And when you feel like you have lost something precious, remember that I am the God who restores, who redeems, and who makes all things new. I am the God who can take what seems like an ending and turn it into a new beginning. So, my child, as you prepare for what is to come, do so with hope in your heart and faith in your spirit. Do so with the knowledge that I am with you, that I am for you, and that I am working all things together for your good. Do so with the assurance that what I am about to do in your life will far outweigh anything that you have lost. For I am the God of the impossible, the God of the miraculous, and the God of the unexpected. I am the God who can do exceedingly abundantly above all that you could ask or imagine. And I am the one who is about to move in your life in ways that will leave you in awe, in ways that will leave you speechless, and in ways that will leave you forever changed. So, my child, trust in me. Trust in my timing, trust in my plan, and know that I am with you now and always. For I am the God who loves you, the God who sees you, and the God who will never let you go. In March 2025, when these two things disappear from your life, remember that it is not the end, but the beginning of something new, something beautiful, and something divine. My child, many things in your life create obstacles in your spiritual growth and overall well-being. Things that you may not fully understand, things that may seem confusing, frustrating, or even painful. These obstacles are not random, nor are they without purpose. They are part of a greater plan, a divine tapestry that I am weaving together for your good and my glory. You see only a small fragment of the picture, but I see the whole. I see the end from the beginning, and I know how every thread, every color, and every stitch fit together to create something beautiful, something eternal. One of the greatest obstacles to your spiritual growth is your attachment to the temporary, to the things of this world that distract you from what truly matters. You cling to material possessions, status, relationships, and achievements, as if they are the source of your identity and worth. But these things are fleeting, and they can never satisfy the deepest longings of your heart. They are like sand slipping through your fingers. The harder you try to hold on to them, the more they elude your grasp. And yet, you continue to chase after them, believing that they will bring you happiness, security, and fulfillment. But I tell you, true happiness, true security, and true fulfillment can only be found in me. I am the source of all that is good, all that is true, and all that is eternal. When you fix your eyes on me, when you seek me above all else, you will find that the things of this world lose their grip on your heart, and you are free to grow, to thrive, and to become all that I have created you to be. Another obstacle to your spiritual growth is your fear of the unknown, your resistance to change. You crave stability, predictability, and control, but I call you to walk by faith, not by sight. I call you to trust me even when the path ahead is unclear, even when the road is rocky, even when the future seems uncertain. Change is not your enemy, it is my tool. I use it to shape you, to refine you, to prepare you for the plans I have for you. But too often you resist change, clinging to what is familiar, even when it no longer serves you. You fear the unknown because you cannot see what lies ahead, but I see it all. I know what is waiting for you on the other side of the mountain, and I assure you it is worth the climb. Trust me, my child. Let go of your need for control, and let me lead you into the fullness of your destiny. Pride is another obstacle that hinders your spiritual growth. It disguises itself in many forms: self-sufficiency, self-righteousness, the need to prove yourself, and the desire for recognition and approval. Pride tells you that you can do it on your own, that you don't need me, that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. But pride is a lie. It separates you from me, from others, and from the truth of who you are. It blinds you to your need for grace, for forgiveness, for humility. I call you to lay down your pride, to acknowledge your weaknesses, your limitations, your need for me. For it is in your weakness that my strength is made perfect. It is in your humility that I can lift you and use you for my purposes. Do not let pride stand in the way of your spiritual growth. Surrender it to me and let me work in and through you. Unforgiveness is yet another obstacle that blocks your spiritual growth and poisons your soul. When you hold on to bitterness, resentment, and anger, you are not only hurting yourself, but you are also hindering your relationship with me. Unforgiveness is like a chain that binds you to the past, preventing you from moving forward into the freedom and joy that I have for you. I call you to forgive, not because the person who hurt you deserves it, but because you deserve peace. Forgiveness is not about excusing the wrong that was done to you. It is about releasing the burden of that wrong and entrusting it to me. I am the God of justice, and I will make all things right in my time. But for now, I ask you to let go of the hurt, to release the pain, and to open your heart to the healing and restoration that only I can bring. Doubt is another obstacle that can hinder your spiritual growth. It whispers lies into your heart, telling you that I am not good, that I am not faithful, that I do not care about you. It causes you to question my promises, my presence, and my love for you. But I tell you, doubt is not from me. It is a tool of the enemy designed to keep you from experiencing the fullness of my love and the power of my promises. When doubt creeps into your heart, do not entertain it. Instead, turn to me. Remind yourself of who I am and what I have done for you. Remember my faithfulness in the past and trust that I will be faithful in the future. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. My love for you is unchanging, unwavering, and unending. Do not let doubt rob you of the peace and confidence that come from knowing me. Busyness is another obstacle that can hinder your spiritual growth. In a world that values productivity, achievement, and constant activity, it is easy to lose sight of what truly matters. You fill your days with tasks, responsibilities, and distractions, leaving little time for me, for prayer, for stillness, for reflection. But I tell you, busyness is not a badge of honor. It is a barrier to intimacy with me. I call you to slow down, to be still, and to know that I am God. I call on you to prioritize your relationship with me above all else, to make time for me in your busy life. For it is in the quiet moments, in the stillness, that I speak to your heart, that I reveal myself to you, and that I transform you from the inside out. Do not let busyness keep you from the deep, abiding relationship with me that you were created for. Comparison is another obstacle that can hinder your spiritual growth and rob you of joy. You look at others and compare their lives, their gifts, and their achievements to your own, and you feel inadequate, unworthy, and discontent. But I tell you, comparison is a thief. It steals your joy, your gratitude, and your sense of purpose. You are unique, my child, fearfully and wonderfully made. I have created you with a specific purpose, a specific calling, and a specific set of gifts. When you compare yourself to others, you are not only dishonoring yourself, but you are also dishonoring me, the one who created you. Instead of comparing yourself to others, focus on becoming the best version of yourself, the person I created you to be. Celebrate the gifts and talents I have given you and use them to glorify me and bless others. Remember, you are not in competition with anyone. Your journey is your own, and I am with you every step of the way. Finally, one of the greatest obstacles to your spiritual growth is your lack of trust in my timing. You want answers, solutions, and breakthroughs now, but I call you to wait, to trust, to believe that I am working even when you cannot see it. My timing is perfect, and my ways are higher than your ways. What may seem like a delay to you is often a divine setup, a preparation for something greater than you can imagine. Trust me, my child. Trust that I am working all things together for your good, even when it doesn't feel like it. Trust that I am with you in the waiting, that I am refining you, strengthening you, and preparing you for what is to come. And trust that when the time is right, I will bring everything to pass in ways that will leave you in awe of my goodness and faithfulness. My child, I know that these obstacles can feel overwhelming, but I want you to know that you are not alone in this journey. I am with you and I am for you. I am the God who sees you, who knows you, and who loves you more than you can comprehend. I am the God who is working in and through every circumstance, every challenge, and every obstacle to bring about my perfect plan for your life. Trust me, even when you don't understand. Trust me, even when it's hard. Trust me because I am good and I am faithful. And remember, whatever happens in your life happens for a reason. Even the obstacles, the challenges, and the struggles are part of my plan to shape you, to refine you, and to draw you closer to me. I am not wasting a single moment of your life. I am using every experience, every trial, and every victory to prepare you for the destiny I have for you. So do not lose heart, my child. Keep your eyes fixed on me and trust that I am leading you to a place of abundance, joy, and peace. For I am the God who makes all things new, and I am doing a new thing in your life. Can you not perceive it? It is springing up even now. Trust me and watch as I unfold my perfect plan for you. Be with my love, your Heavenly Father.